All right, what's up, kinfolk? Welcome back to another edition of Connect and Sit. Today is our fifth and final day highlighting the beauty and diversity of South Africa. So today we wanted to talk about, or I wanted to talk about music, dance, movies, TV, and just overall entertainment in South Africa. Things that you can start watching now, listening to now, dances you can start learning now, so that when you touch down in South Africa, you will be fully abreast and prepared. So let's start off with Spotify's 2025 Global Impact List, which they dropped back in October. So if we look at the South Africa list, I'm going to show you guys that because there is one artist that is topping the charts. Do you know who it is? Do you know who it is? You may think you do, but you may not even be familiar with this artist at all. So with five five entries, we have DJ. Oh, hold on, let me make sure you guys can see the list. There we go. So here is the list, and there are 30 tracks on it, right? So a name that we see over and over and over again. Number one, number two, and number three, you guys see Tyla, right? Tyla has been blowing up the charts since the debut of her song Water, or since the premiere of her debut song Water. Make sure that that is on. All right. And even more than that, she has 3 tracks that are on the list. But even more than that, someone that you may not have heard of, we have DJ Maphorisa. 5 tracks on the list. And so when you see there are a crap ton of artists that you guys may not have ever heard from, as well as some that we do know. We know Davido, we know Sean Paul, we know Georgia Smith, right? Those are some pretty popular artists. But what I did for you guys is I went to connectmetoafrica.com and I was surprised that I couldn't find a playlist for it. So I created a playlist for you guys that has all 30 of those tracks so that you guys can get familiar with the songs and be ready to turn up when you get to South Africa, right? So I felt like that was super important. Another way that you guys can get to know the songs, obviously, is through like TikTok, right? So there was a Tyler Water challenge. There are hashtag I'm a piano challenges. There are so many different ways that you can go about looking for South African content and learning dances. I did add for the TikTok trend section, I did add a couple of dance creators, people who are doing like dance moves on TikTok for you. So this is one. If you go on her page, honey, listen, she got those good knees that I don't have. She has super cute dance moves, so you guys can absolutely go and follow her to be able to get prepared for when you touch down in South Africa. She also has a video with another TikToker and she has like 4 million viewers or something. She has a lot of followers. And then this guy here, I believe, has like 2 million followers as well. And so they did a video together, which is super cute. His content is a little more lighthearted, it's like friendly, funny content. He does a lot of dances, like a lot of cheeky dances, and then also just attending different events and things like that. So you guys can check out both of their pages. You can use those hashtags and find you some content regarding South African dances. All right. I'm going to close that for now and go back to our list. So we also have other genres besides Amapiano. We have Le Compo, which is like stars, if you heard of like Charisma. She's been called like the queen of Le Compo. And so if you have heard her, she has a single that I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce. I think it's like Chokislam. I'm not sure. Y'all don't hate me. Send me a video. Tell me how to pronounce it. But if you guys look up Charisma, she definitely is an artist that you can follow as well, because Amapiano is not the only genre that South African music is comprised of. And hers kind of mixes in Afro beats with Limpopo. So Limpopo is popular, Afro beats is popular, and so they call it like the Lecompo, what she has going on. We also have another artist, Seema, who is up and coming, or I don't even know if she's up and coming. I know that she's gaining in popularity. She's got millions of followers, and she does like Amapiano and Afro pop, right? So again, just making sure that if you're trying to get into like different types of music, you guys can go to the trends and highlights section, go to entertainment, and under music, I've dropped several Spotify playlists for you guys to go and just get familiar. This is primarily like I'm a piano track list from TikTok. So you guys see it, like trying to help y'all out. Lots of beats on here just for you guys to get into like the groove and understand the culture and what's going on again, so that when you are in South Africa, you'll already be prepared, right? All right, so we talked a little bit about some of the music. We talked a little bit about some of the people that you can follow and ways that you can look at some of like the TikTok videos and dances and things like that. But there are some other dances like the Guara Guara, there's the Pansula. There are some dances that you can look for specifically. So if you go and you look for these dances in particular, you will see some TikTok trends and people from around the world who are doing those dances, right? And then one of the biggest choreographers, he works with Tyler on the water choreography. And I do not want to mispronounce his name, but is it Liche Genic? Liche, you guys have to check him out. He is he's become extremely popular, especially after Tyler's Water video dropped and just how popular that dance became. And so he does a lot of things from choreography. He also is doing other like types of dancing, as well as like modeling and voguing and things in South Africa, right? So I wanted to also show you guys a couple of events that you could go to relating to dance. So we have Calabash, South Africa, which is a huge music festival with international headliners that happens in January. Also in the springtime, they have the Splashy Fin Music Festival. That's usually like March to April. It's considered South Africa's friendliest music festival, and it is the oldest and longest running festival in South Africa. So that's one thing that's like super dope about that. It has a super diverse audience and it has lots of different genres. It's also held annually at the Drakensberg, which is a World Heritage Site. And the Cape Town International Jazz Festival obviously is huge. That happens in the spring as well, March or summer. And remember, these are according to the American seasons. March and April is not considered spring if you go to South Africa. And we talked about that, how our seasons are like different and how winter for us is like warm for them. So make sure when you're looking at this, this is summer according to like American weather. This is not what South Africans would consider summer, right? But they have the Hollywood Bets, which has nothing to do with music, but the Durban International Film Festival, we're going to get into movies and television in a second, but the DSTV Delicious International is a food and music festival. So for our foodies, our cultural immersers who want to get down with the grub, we've already talked about some of the spices and some of the like meals in South Africa, specifically Durban. And you guys can go to this festival, music and food, which is usually around September 20th-ish, somewhere in there. So that would be really cool for you guys to check out. And then switching gears to movies and television, we have the Joburg Film Festival, which happens February, March. It's an international film festival. They have master classes, panelists, workshops. This is one where you can really go to and like learn and gain something for your own projects instead of just like going and hearing about other people's success. So that's something that I really like about that. And then the Durban International Film Festival is in July. It is the oldest and largest film festival, one of Africa's, not South Africa, one of Africa's oldest and longest film festivals. So that would be really great for you guys to check out. And I think those are the only two that I posted. They definitely have more international film festivals. I went to a film festival in Pretoria. That was really cool. It was a smaller, more kind of like indie film festival. And that was like really chill. I really enjoyed that. And just to take us to the movie section, what I went ahead and did was added a couple of television shows, because one of my top favorite television shows is Young, Famous, and African. It's a reality show and it's ratchet, but it's not like embarrassing ratchet for real, for real. They still got a little class on them, but I just love seeing rich Black people. Okay. And Diamond Platinum's flying in on private all the time. It's just like sending me. So if you guys want to see Luxury in Africa, Young, Famous, and African, is on Netflix, and they have 3 seasons on there now, I believe. Wild is Wild is also on Netflix. It is like a drama thriller. It is a really good, more kind of political, a little bit show. So that is something that you guys can check out as well. And then we have films that you may know. Hotel Rwanda was about Rwanda, but it was also shot in South Africa. These are a couple of other movies that you guys may know or that you have seen. Obviously, Blood Diamond is like a huge movie because it had Leonardo DiCaprio and Jaimin Hansu. Like, how many of us have not seen Blood Diamond, right? So if you guys, again, are just trying to get a feel of South Africa, see what it looks like, and just get deep into the culture, the films, the television shows, and the festivals are a way that you can do that. Okay, I also wanted to point out, I did not put the Ultra Film Festival. It's not a film festival, it's a music festival. I did not put that on the page, but Ultra South Africa just had their 10-year anniversary. It is a major dance festival that happens in Cape Town and Johannesburg. And it's just really exciting that they have been around for that long. So that is one other festival that you guys can go to. It's Ultra, ULTRA, the Ultra Music Festival. And so with that, hearing the style of like the Zulu drums, they have like upbeat, a lot, especially like on the piano, it's more like upbeat. But what's really nice about the music is that they do a lot of storytelling. And we get a lot of storytelling through like country music, but they have a lot of storytelling in their music as well. And then you also get the dance moves. So you just can learn and gain so much. It's not something that you're just listening to for the beat. Like, you're listening for the lyrics because you want to hear what it's about. You're listening for the drums because specifically, right? They have like the Zulu drum rhythms. They have the upbeatness that's going to have you vibrating high and just have that positive energy flowing through your body. And that's why I love like Afro beats as well. It's like, you can't listen to Afro beats and be mad, right? It's always going to make you like feel good. It's just something that is in it. These people, when they be creating these beats and creating these lyrics, it's always going to be something that makes you feel good, that makes you feel like you are that one. So making sure that you are just like immersing yourself in that music. They have so many different cultures. A lot of the songs are multicultural. A lot of the songs are multilingual, just like Afro beats. Like, you'll hear people like speaking Yoruba. You'll hear different accents and you'll hear different words that y'all don't know. Y'all know we be up there making up words to different songs, and you're like, I think that he said this, and I think that he said that. And you see people online like going back and forth because it's a language that we don't know, but it's fun, right? And it doesn't matter if you can speak the language, you can speak the vibrations, right? So it's something that is really nice. And so just by supporting other artists from different cultures, it's just such a beautiful thing, and it represents like their identity. And you just get to see the same way that like West Coast hip hop, we feel like represents us, or like Kendrick Lamar, we feel like represents us. Or if you're from the East Coast, it's like, is it Biggie? Is it Jay? Is it Nas? Like, who were you kind of gravitating more towards? Like, is it Jadakiss? Is it DMX? You know what I mean? So like, feeling what they are going through in another culture through their music or through movies is like really, really great for you guys to experience and just have that, so that when you arrive in the country, you already kind of know a little bit, you've been immersed a little bit into their culture, right? All right, so I think that is enough for us today. I really want you guys to take some time to go through, listen to the playlist, watch some of the films, some of the television shows. We have some celebrities that you guys know. So this is DJ Mafarisa, who is on that Spotify list 5 times. We know Tyla. Elon Musk's face is cut off, but we don't really care, right? But it's like being able to, again, TikTok, if you guys want to look up some other artists as well or other TikTok stars, they have fashion, they have healthcare, singer songwriters, comedians, music, actors, models. Like you guys can really get the opportunity to immerse yourself in the South African culture before you arrive in one of these beautiful and amazing destinations. So I have learned so much doing this with you guys. I've never been to Durban, so I definitely want to go. I've been to the other 4 cities, and again, Pretoria is my favorite thus far, but I still have a lot to do. Did I tell you I went bungee jumping at the Soweto Towers? And I didn't even get good pictures. That man was zoomed into my butt the whole time, like every picture is of my butt. And I didn't even get a good picture. And I did all that, went out my way to go bungee jumping just so I could have a beautiful picture for my website. And guess what? I don't. A mess. So when you go to Soweto, you can make sure that you get a nice picture and the dude ain't zoomed in on your butt. Okay? Because it gave me a headache. I was not about to do it a second time, but I would have done that bungee jumping twice. All right, y'all. So any questions or comments that you guys have, make sure you drop them in the chat. But I hope that you were able to like really get a sense of how to get prepared for your trip to South Africa, whether it is choosing the city by traveler's height, whether it's choosing it based off of, you know, what it offers. You want to either be on the warm beach in Durban or you want to be in the beautiful like Table Mountain beach, the beach that's going to have all of the beautiful scenery and things around you in Cape Town, and you want to go to Joburg where the nightlife is insane. Okay, or you want to do a little history, you want to do a little culture, you want to go to Pretoria, learn a little bit more about their judicial system and things like that. Definitely just being able to talk to you guys about all of the diversity throughout the country from so many different like migrants being there, also to the 11 official languages, all of the different tribes and everything that is to go with that. So if you guys book your trip to South Africa, make sure you hit me up and let me know because I want to know any and everything that you are doing. Make sure you favorite your excursions on connectmetoafrica.com. If you are planning out your trip and you need any help, hit us up and we will do that for you. All right. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day and an amazing weekend. I will be back on Monday with a brand new country for us to explore. All right. I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.